Welcome to The Relay, a podcast from Gulf Relay where we dive behind the scenes of our operations, teams, and industry.
Welcome to the latest and greatest version of The Relay. You're here with William Everett, your Director of Safety, and Marcus Myers, your Senior Director of all things equipment, maintenance, and what have you. And we're going to talk about the latest and the greatest things in the safety and maintenance part of Gulf Relay's business. Marcus, tell us where we started January 1, 2023, leading up to today.
Okay, well, we have began receiving a couple of trucks. We have received one Volvo. We'll have 4 more coming in very soon. We have received 2 Peterbilts, 2 Freightliners, and we will also receive 10 Max during the month of May. We have received 10 trailers, and we will also receive 25 more during the month of May and 25 additional during August. So we have equipment starting to flow in. We'll be removing some of the older aged units, and then ones that we do not move on, we will be rolling them into the lease purchase program for some of the guys to be able to upgrade, or some either start a new business venture.
So we're constantly rotating the fleet. We keep the latest and greatest, newest equipment. So here's my question, and it could be a question for other folks. We know about the trailers. We're always seeing an influx of new trailers whenever they're available, whenever they're built, whenever they're purchased, whatever. So we're used to seeing more trailers coming in because we're used to moving towards more ownership, less lease rental. So we know that we're familiar with that. But why am I seeing more Peterbilts? Why am I seeing more Volvos? Why am I seeing my fleet change? Because we were 75, 80% Mac not too long ago. Now we're seeing an influx of other type units. We're seeing other stuff on our yard. So help me understand where the diversity is coming from. Why are we doing it? What's going on with that?
All right, so the main reason behind replacing some of the Macs is due to driver comfort, driver space, storage compartments, the ride quality. Just really it's more focused around the driver. The reliability is there for all makes and models. Some a little better than others, but really not a whole lot different to talk about. But it's really just primarily about driver satisfaction, driver comfort, and we're trying to make sure we meet the needs. And I'm listening to every driver that mentions something to me. They're not comfortable, they're not going to perform.
So what you're saying is the drivers have spoken, and folks from all the way from the sea level down, all the way down through the ranks are listening. Drivers are speaking. We're paying attention to that, and trucks are being bought based on, they're all good performers. They're all nice, shiny blue, but what the drivers are most comfortable in is what we're focused on. Now, as far as your safety aspect of it, they're spec'd out with all the latest technology, all of the event monitoring systems, lane departures. There's tons of electronics and AI that's going into these trucks. So as far as the safety aspect, you're not going to see a lot of difference on your dashboard. You're not going to hear very many different bells and whistles than what you hear now. Maybe some differences. We'll see what happens with the Volvos. I've not personally been in a Volvo for quite a few years, so I'm excited to see these Volvos and see how the fleet reacts to them. If you have any questions about them, I know some, Marcus knows most, as far as what they're spec'd out with, and that just means what do they come with? Do they come with built-in refrigerators? Yes. Do they come with inverters? Yes. Do they come with this or that or the other? Marcus knows all things specs. I know most of the safety stuff because we work very closely. So if you have questions, you know where to find us. Give us a buzz about that. Now, as far as our trailers, let's talk about that. We're used to the rotation and the change out because, again, we're going for more ownership, less borrowing. That's what lease and rent is. We borrow a trailer and we pay money to do that. So what brands are we looking at introducing into our fleet? What has come in so far, Q1, first part of Q2, What should we expect? What should we expect? We know we like utility because of the deeper side rails. If you could speak on what's coming in and why.
Yeah, so we, as a lot know, we've been with the Extra Lease for, 7 years. And we have some leases expiring with them, and we are going to replace them with company-owned trailers, much higher quality, cut down on rejections at the paper mills, roadside events, everything about it. Also, it's upgrading our balance sheet, which is good from the company aspect, but it also benefits the drivers as well. We will be down to 80 rental or lease trailers by the end of this year.
Out of how many?
650.
There you go. Pretty small percentage, getting smaller. Didn't mean to interrupt.
About 12, 18 months ago, we were sitting at somewhere around 225 rental or lease trailers.
That's a third of the fleet, folks.
So we went from spring ride on the lot to air ride, which, causes less damage to the products, but also gives a smoother ride to the drivers.
So drivers, we're looking for your input. We're obviously listening. We're taking you seriously. We want your feedback. We want your input. You are our conduit to the real life, to the real world, to the trucking industry. We don't get a lot of feedback, real world, real time, outside of what you give us. When you speak, we listen. What comforts would you like to see? What would you like to see go away? As far as safety stuff, let's talk about some of that. You are not just a driver. You're not just an operator. You are an inspector, because if you can inspect it, DOT can inspect it. And if you can stick your tires with a tire gauge, DOT will stick your tires with a tire gauge. And if you can see it, they can see it. And believe you me, they are looking. So again, since we spoke last, we have changed our good inspection, bad inspection policy. We want good inspections. We do not want your money. What does that mean? We pay you for good inspections. It was $50 for bad or failed inspections. It was $50 for good passed. Right now, we are at $75 for any level inspection that you've passed. We're gonna pay you $75 for any good inspection you have, level 1, 2, 3, all the way through 6. We believe that you deserve more, so we raised that. Everybody's got skin in the game aspect of this is that we will now charge you $100 for a failed preventable or a preventable failed DOT inspection. That means if you could have prevented it and you failed the inspection, we will charge you $100. We've got skin in the game. You've got skin in the game. We want good inspections. We don't need driver money. We want to pay you. So if you have a good inspection per week, we're going to pay you $75 per week, no questions asked. This is also, here's something insider. When you receive your $75 for a good inspection on your next settlement, you will be compensated above $75, so you're not paying tax on the $75. That's a big deal. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but it's going to be about 6% above $75, maybe 81, 82. I don't know what the math is, but I'm telling you that you're going to receive a fair $75 for doing what you're supposed to be doing. We've got a lot of exciting things coming up. We have our June 3rd safety meeting. It's going to be at 105 Cross Park Drive. We are going to have right at $2,500 worth of cash and prizes. We're going to have a really nice lunch there. We're going to poll the drivers to see what they like to have for lunch. What you say to us matters to us. We want to cater to you because you provide for the whole system. We're here because of you and for you. So I want you to look forward to that. It's a family-friendly event. We have shortened the time frame. It's going to be from 9 to about 12. There's only going to be about 4 speakers this time, same amount of prizes, same amount of information. but we're going to cut back on the amount of time that is given on your Saturday. So it's going to be Saturday, June the 3rd. Again, we're going to start at 9 o'clock. We're going to have a great family atmosphere. Your fleet managers will be there. All or in most. All have been asked to come. Your entire safety department will be there. Marcus and I will be there. There's going to be a lot of office folks to be there so that you have that conversation experience. If you want to sit down next to one of us, talk to us. We're available to you. We're here for you. Our phones are open to you. We're here.
All right, well, that's all for today's episode of the Relay. Y'all stay safe. We'll see y'all soon. Goodbye.
Call us if you need us.